President Obama says he believes that a budget deal will be reached to avoid a government shutdown. The president making a surprise appearance at the White House briefing room today, unannounced actually, after meeting with some top Capitol Hill leaders. Congress and the White House have until Friday to reach a deal. The White House has said that both parties agreed to cut $33 billion in spending, but the Republican Speaker of the House says his party wants $61 billion in cuts. Let's get more on this budget battle, where it stands. It's our privilege to be joined live by Steve Handelsman in Washington, D.C. Steve, thanks so much for your time. You know, the polls, they show the public is kind of split right down the middle on who's to blame if there's a shutdown, and I'm curious, could that be, in fact, motivating both sides toward this showdown?
Well, if it is, you could never notice it by their behavior, could you, Brian? I mean, it seems to be more brinksmanship, which we're so used to, unfortunately, say many, up here on Capitol Hill. Here's the latest. There was just a meeting, virtually a one-on-one, between House Republican leader, Speaker John Boehner, and Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid of Nevada, the Democrat. They said they got along well. They discussed the issues. They made no deal. President Obama earlier today, he spoke, Brian, after he got everybody together down at the White House, said, you guys have got to cut a deal. It's unconscionable, he said, to be this close to a deal. That's him saying that, not them, and not make a deal and shut government down. The answer, though, to your question, Brian, is it seemed to hurt the Republicans last time when there was a shutdown, a pair of them in the mid-90s. It helped Bill Clinton. He gained political power. Partly because of the shutdown, Brian, and I think partly because of the way he handled it. Newt Gingrich, who was then Speaker of the House, was basically driven from Washington. So you could be sure tonight, as they make the calculation, Brian, that Republicans in the House figure if they get blamed, the same thing might happen. But they want to be seen as aggressively cutting the budget and lowering the deficit, and that's where we are right now.
Yeah, Steve, Republicans say they're committed to finding a solution, but they want Democrats to agree to cuts beyond that $33 billion level previously floated. But is that even feasible?
Anything's feasible. Look, $33 billion, $60 billion, it's small change when you're talking Washington.
Yep.
We are only talking about a half a year of the budget. I mean, this budget's normally settled for 2011 around this time in 2010. Which is why they're already talking about the 2012 budget while they try to settle, Brian, what's left of the 2011 budget, if that makes sense. Yeah, they could cut that much money. The problem isn't just money. The problem is, what do you cut? Some Republicans, not the leaders, but some are demanding that along with the cuts, like anything that involves dollars and cents here in Washington, there's content. Let's cut all abortion services, say some Republicans. Let's strip anything that recognizes climate change and roll all that back, say other Republicans. Democrats say, hold it. We're having enough trouble making a deal on the budget in terms of dollars. Let's not get into programs. And that's what they do up here, Brian. That's how day after day after day we say no deal. But Friday's pretty close. Maybe we'll get a deal, and then we can get on to what's sure to be a bigger fight, Brian, for the 2012 budget. Republicans say today they want to cut $11 trillion over 10 years. They say they would redo Medicaid and Medicare, and they would cut taxes for the rich and still cut the deficit. That'll be a monstrous fight. This one's pretty big, but it'll end, hopefully, by Friday.
Yeah, I hope so. My head's spinning. Steve Handelsman joining us live from Capitol Hill tonight. Thank you, Steve.